for the fields actually on the field, if whether or not that'll help. But then again, like I said, oh, mine's starting to move now. So yeah, I wonder why it didn't work for you. Maybe it's a stupid multiplayer thing. You got to be an admin. That would be ridiculous. Or do you have to set it up yourself because you're the one using the harvester, which makes no sense because it will work with an AI? Or is it because you set the play course up?
I wouldn't be surprised if multiplayer is a factor, because back when I was tinkering with courseplay and all the drive together, I actually had less trouble, as I was saying, telling a loading wagon to go to the fields, follow courseplay, pick up the straw, take back to the dump point and sell it. That was easier for me than telling auto drive and courseplay to arm over combine.
Yeah, well, the auto drive, I just prefer it because obviously I don't have to do a course for every single blooming field to go to every single drop-off point. I mean, I'm being unloaded by it right now. And when I first used it, it was a lot better than the courseplay one was. Since then, courseplay's improved. That was quite a while ago.
I was going to say, I'm more surprised by the fact that your truck was able to handle the turning, because obviously they go, oh, unload, let's just move to this position and drive in a straight line, but it was actually followed you around the curve.
Yeah. So, I wonder if it's the black sheep thing. Mind you, I tried it on that. I tried it with 3 different types of tippers and now it's fine. I didn't try it on the field you're on, but all the other ones, the waypoints are on the side of the field, so I didn't have a problem at all. So that's what I'm wondering, if you're going to harvest a field, you're the one that might have to set it up and tell it to go there, which seems ridiculous, but it might be the reason why. Because
in a single player situation, you'd be doing as admin privileges anyway, so yeah, for a single player situation, that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. If it's an admin thing, that would also be stupid. It shouldn't be about who's in the harvester. It should be about picking the harvester up. Now, if you remember on Sunday, when I jumped into your harvester, it started moving. When I jumped out again, it stopped. So I think that'll be our next thing, is sort of setting it up for, well, you set it up for the field you're on. You tell it to set the auto drive up and see if it'll actually work then. It'd be interesting to know. The other thing you can do, there's a plough on field 40. Oh no, it doesn't matter actually, because I've got to find some contracts for. So once I've done this last headland and start going up and down, I can get some contracts up and running for the other guys. See if there's any more ploughing and stuff to do, and I might get you to set those courses up. I'll also take that harvester either back to the boo. Probably better off going back to the boo, because I think that's going to be a little closer. Well, your next field's going to be 17, so figure out which is closer, the shop or the boo. And just change the header speed down to 13.
The header speed adjustment has been done already.
Oh, okay. And with the truck, send that to the shop, sell that trailer, and pick the other one up that's there, and hook that up. And you can probably set, well, I'll tell you where to set it to once I've done the whatchamacallit, the contract.
Well, the truck is on its way to the shop now, and the harvester should be going to
Field 17. Right, I am going to set up a GPS for this. It's going to be a bit out of bit off a bit, I think. But it's only so I can get into... Actually, that's 7, isn't it? Not 5. Let's see how it is there. Oh, well, you know, reset it, see how we go. Alright. So I can get a nice long straight, and while it's going up the field, I can do the contracts. I'm just going to get this one, give it a bit of a shave. I would imagine that'll be that for that bit. Now reverse back, go into the next line without driving in the crop, I hope. Line it up. Plonk it down, put cruise control on, and we'll get your contracts going for what we need. So the ploughing of field 45 is finished. Now 17 was the next one for you. And the harvesting stakes. Set contract, quickly back out. I realise that we're harvesting, so we stick to 1 speeder. I just remembered. Okay, do we have any more ploughing? We do. So I will accept a couple of those, actually. If you can go into the harvester with the tractor with the plough that's doing the plough on it. I think it's field 45 at the moment. And set contract. There should be a field 46 right next to it, doesn't it? Yeah, field 46 not right next to it. If you can just check to see where the checkpoint is, it's the left corner up by the road. That's the waypoint, and if you can just set a course play close to that, probably the left side heading down, for the ploughing there would be really good.
Okay, I got a bit of maneuvering around because that's finished in the northeastern corner.
That's all right. Just don't forget to click stop course. You need to bring your course play menu up, and then clear it. Clear the course. X button, right hand side. No, not that one. Oh, was it? Possibly.
Yeah, after the box, clear course in the top middle of the menu. Because I keep jumping through the menus with quicker than stream lag. So from the, I suppose, western point of 46, where the auto drive checkpoint is, you want me to do a ploughing course for 46?
Yeah, just take it down the left hand side a little bit. Do 2 or 3 headlands, and then just go up and down the rows. That should work a treat. Now we've got a spare. What have we got? A spare what? Spare something. Spare tractor. We've got fertilising. We could probably get some fertilising jobs going. We've got 2 fertilisers. Actually, that's a good point. They will probably need filling up, don't they? Got nothing else there, except for more ploughing. If you grab another tractor after you've done that one, and stick a plough on it, send it to field 9. I think it is. Yeah, field 9. And just do the same thing, just set up a course close to the checkpoint, waypoint for auto drive. Oh, how's those other ones doing up the top there on field 70? Still chugging along? Now we probably need to buy an extra tanker to fill up with liquid fertilizer for our fertilizers. The other thing too is if we do fertilising, we're going to need to do a course to the side of the field and where we're going to have the tanker with the liquid fertiliser in it, just in case they run out. So when they run out, they automatically drive off, refill up and go back to where they left off. The other problem is we're probably going to need one per fertiliser, which will be a bit of a pain. Or we can go to the good old Stevie one and sell those ones and go to the Stevie one and just go stuff it. Keep those other two for smaller type fields where we know they're going to be okay. And keep the two big ones for the bigger fields and something like that. Or bring back the Stevie solid fert spreaders, which is probably a better idea, isn't it? But I think I got rid of them. That's the only thing. So unless Smudo, because you checked, I don't think you had a copy of it, spare copy. But all the tractors been used, are they? If they've all been used, don't worry about it. I thought we had a spare tractor.
Oh no, I was just checking up on Field 70, making sure these two. One of them's doing a straight line down a strip, and the other one's doing like a half strip, which you expect for the offset, but I think they must have been interrupted halfway through the job because he's done... Yep, go figure. And the one that says he's done was doing a half strip and then just waiting for the other one to catch up. So I'm pretty sure the other one has 2-3 more strips to do.
Oh well, as long as one of them's finished, you send that one back and that can probably do a ploughing job. Just send it on its way back and then jump into and do your harvesting, and I'll sort it out when it gets there myself. I hope there wasn't an offset. I'll just have to keep an eye on it, and if there is a bit of an issue, shouldn't have been an offset at all. But we'll see when the other one gets to the end, and I might have to go off and finish that field off. But you can send that finished one off back to the boo and then jump in your harvester and get started. And set your truck up, by the way. Your truck will be taking it, what are you, Field 17? To the windmill. Why don't you just tab it? It'd be quicker. Oh, you got to shop.
10,000 different things. Yeah.
Shop. And sell the other one and replace it. Oh, I saw that. You went across all the fields.
Yeah,
It might be stuck. It might be stuck in the gate with that big one. Or did you not change the thing? It might be back at field, whatever it is. Field 3.
No, I'm pretty sure I'm talking about a shop, but I can't remember the name of the afterwards because I'm busy hopping around and other stuff.
Your feed's disappeared again. Patrio's gone incognito. Yeah, it might be hopping through 10,000 different things. You would have been in it by now, though.
That's right, there he is. He was at the warehouse trying to unload and then he got stuck trying to get out of here.
No, well, hopefully with the new trailers, hence the reason why we're going to them, that won't be an issue. It looked like he tried to turn around and go the other way, but it's a one-way auto drive course around that.
shuttle controls, I jumped into it, but then it's like, hey, that's on the accelerator, and reverse further into the wall. Oops, wrong button. But in the meantime, we'll send him off to the shop to start with, and then I'll do my quick little BRB before you go for your breaks.
I won't be going for another hour and 10 minutes. Provided my bladder just says anything to say about it, but it shouldn't be.
So I'll do a quick BRB before you go for your breaks.
No, go for it. I'm guessing Smudo isn't going to be late. He's just not going to turn up at all. Oh, that he will turn up, doesn't realise we're live and start swearing away in our PG channel. Is that truck that's at there? No, it's not moving. The guy that's supposed to unload me. He's reached the shop. Right, I'm just wondering if I should stick this on hired worker while I go off and sort the bits and pieces out. I wonder if it will keep that line or if it'll change. I'm not sure if the hired worker does that. That beep's changed. The beep that lets you know when you're 50%, 80% full. The sound of it's changed slightly. I don't know what I've got course speed up there, I don't need it up. Nice view from up here, I think. Really good. I'll get to the end of the road, I'll turn it round, I'll line it up with the GPS and then hit the old H for hired worker and see what he does. Also been the first year on this map. Oh my goodness, lunch is coming back, say hello. We're probably going to just get used to how everything grows with the harvesting. Now, of course, for those who have been long time watchers on the other maps and stuff, or mainly Desika, obviously, Chillington was a disaster. Which I got a funny feeling it would probably work fine now. Because this one hasn't so far shut my PC down. I'm not going to say that it's not going to do that. I'm not going to be too skeptical about it. Awesome, that's fine. Alright, let me just zap through these. Oh. What is this thing doing? It's stuck in reverse. Why is it stuck in blimmin' reverse? It's on auto drive. For some reason. Oh no. Hey, that's what happens when you don't check that your job's been doing. Working properly, right? So let's stop driver, let's close that down. Let's send this off to the boo as well. What was I saying? I've forgotten after all that. You're doing good, mate. You're fine. Okay, you're sitting there waiting. You're going. Hang on. Is he in the truck? Is that the reason why I couldn't get into the truck? Oh, he didn't set it to turns, Mr. Patrio. He set it to smooth. I think, possibly. I know, of course, mate, for some reason, isn't doing it properly all the time. He has set it to. Oh, while I'm here, let's make sure that these are all set up correctly too. The cornering's my main issue. The corner speed's good. How about you? What's your corner of speed? White? Really? White? Stick to the one on the road, mate. How about you? Your corner speed's good. So he stuck himself in the truck and I was going to set it up and send it off so he could jump in the harvester and go. I'll wait for this to get to the end of the row and I'll take back over. I'll take back control. Actually, if I just looked at the screen, I would have seen him in the truck. Yeah, did he save that course as well? He hasn't saved the course. Oh, I'll tell you what I did as well. I think I've finally got rid of a bit of a an inconvenience, and I can clarify that. No, I can't. Damn it! That was supposed to be off. I went into the actual file. Here comes auto drive. See, I've got no problems with it. I went into the actual file itself for that vehicle control add-on, whatever it is, and went to the defaults and set it to 0 for both. It's got a setting for the transmission for you as well as the AI. And yeah, if it's not red, you can drive on it. The truck, you don't have to think about it. And saved it. Well, I thought it worked because it told Patrio that he needed an update for that mod. I sent him that, and also made it so adaptive steering was automatically off as well, which is this one, and that one seemed to work, but the transmission one, unless it doesn't matter, maybe it's just showing that it's on that and isn't, because in the XML file it doesn't have a number to correspond. Well, it does have a number actually, but it does have notes to tell you what it corresponds to, and it's 1 by default, which is the IVT, ITV, whatever transmission it is, the one that makes it take forever to take off, and 0 is giants. So I chuck it to 0. I think I chucked it to 0. Pretty sure I chucked it on 0, in the hope that you're no longer on when you come in, but it's there. But maybe it's just showing that it's there and it's not actually there. I don't know. If I jump into another vehicle and actually put my foot down, if it takes off rather quick, you could probably go deliver that. In fact, you can. Off you go, buddy. Be a good lad. Yeah, if it's if it takes off nice and quick, then it's probably up, but I will double check to see. I'll go into the menu and turn it off and see if there is a difference. You didn't save that courseplay course for that plough job.
Of course not. I'm a courseplay noob, of course.
Don't worry, I'll do it when it finishes. Or when I'm finished this. Did you also set it to do turns or did you do smooth corners? Do you remember?
I think I might have chosen smooth corners. Because I kind of stared at the option, I'm like, because I noticed your other one with the, up at the top of field 70 though, missing some little chips off the corners. So, I couldn't tell you honestly what I actually set it to, but I thought I set it to smooth.
Yeah, it's turn you want. You set it to smooth, it leaves bigger chunks in the quarters. It goes round. When you set it to turn, what it'll do, it's supposed to, I think it might be some of the fields, because he's done real nice cornering type things on these fields instead of like pointy, you know, corners. Oh, I just saw your comment now. So with the turn, what it's supposed to do is it'll go to a certain point, stop, lift up, turn around, reverse back, and then go back down. On smooth, what it will do is it'll just turn around a corner. So I think the reason why, even though I've set those ones on turn, it's leaving a little bit there is because of the fact that the map author has done sort of curved corners instead of pointy corners. Hello, ads. The Big Mac ad.
I keep getting one for health insurance.
Is he going? He's going to the warehouse. That's not that far away, is it? From where I am. How far away is it? Where is he?
Warehouse is far east. You are central west.
Yeah, no, I'm where's he, is what I said. I know where the warehouse is. I've been there quite a few times now. I was just more concerned which way he's gone, where he is, and I can't see him on the map. There should be a little AD or something. 2021 AD.
Oh, there we go, I've got two of them. They're crossing over 51 in the central east. Because I've told mine to combine unload from 17 to go to windmill as per the contract.
Yep.
So if your theory is correct, he'll behave himself and actually do the work.
Yeah, so you had the field number up top, obviously, and the delivery down the bottom. On the auto drive, yeah.
And obviously he's approaching 17 as he's supposed to, but whether he actually unloads and... I should just check the unload percentage. Oh.
Unloads. What do you mean unloads? Your guys should be empty. You haven't filled them up yet, have you? You're confusing me.
No, the unload. You got the trigger to overload percentage. You know, so if your combine is say 35% and 35% loaded, you can tell the truck to okay, 35%. That's enough. Come under, unload me.
If you're talking about the setting in auto drive that says unload fuel full level, that's to do with the tipper, not the loader, the tipper percentage.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure on the combine side, because I'm pretty sure on the combine side you can tell it to call at a certain fuel level. So from the combine you get the combine icon, which you have in your screen in the middle at the moment, top middle next to the bug reports. And you can tell it's that, okay, so instead of waiting for 80 or 100 or whatever, you can say, oh, I'm 30% full, come on now.
I've been looking for that. Where is it? And somehow I've missed this tab.
Pretty cool, that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, no, because I knew it was there. It used to be in the old older drives because all the menus are changing that. But, I've been checking it and I've missed that. I've just jumped straight to these. I don't know why.
Because of course it's context sensitive, you have to be in the combine to get that menu. Because if you jump in a truck and try to look at that, then you'll see that it's missing.
Recall levels and yeah, okay, good. Oh well, that's because mainly it's the bottom one I wanted to do when I was trying out the two harvesters and my other thing in the practice save. because I wanted one harvest truck to deal with one harvester and another truck to deal with the other harvester, and they were doing okay by themselves actually. One was taking care of one was taking care of the other. I think if you have Cool's second one, possibly that it fills, both of them will fill the first one up, and then when that goes off, the second one will come along. I don't know. I've always had a bit of a trouble with that one. But admittedly, like I said, I used the auto drive one ages ago when it first arrived on the scene for the auto drive to be able to unload the harvesters. When I did it with one harvester and just the one thing, it was so much better than Courseplay, because Courseplay at the time, when it unloaded a harvester, it tended to drive into the harvester after it did that and cause crashes or all sorts of stuff, or get in the way. It was ridiculous. But auto drive, what it did once it was filled up or emptied the harvester out, it reversed away from the harvester. Courseplay does that now. It reverses away from the harvester just like auto drive does. But when I tried it with two harvesters and that, I had a lot of issues with it. So, but those were early day auto drives and early day Courseplay versions that I tried that on. Of course, there's been many since.
Yeah, I was going to say, because I remember at one point there was a whole, well, these days with Courseplay would, you know, back out of the crop, so that way it would give the space for the truck to unload, so it come out of the crop and move off to the side so you wouldn't crop destruct. But it's much like, yeah, as you're saying, in the early days, I could have sworn with 17 when the one time that I tried it, it had the harvester would actually stop harvesting and go over to an overload point, so you had to tell the truck to visit an overload point and park and line that up with the harvester to go, okay, this is where I can unload into, and then it would dump into the truck and the truck would go, okay, I'm this much full, let's go off and unload. It was a lot of juggling.
Yeah, but that's the overloader mode. All these modes pretty much default, except for what came in 17 was the ability to do the silage bunkers with it, and now we've got this one here, which I don't know, with the picking up the newest one, which is picking up the bales and wrapping the bales mode there, but all the other ones have been in since 15. So the overloader one is a different setting to the one that I normally use. I use the one on the second right, which was the truck come onto the field and unload it and stuff. Then you had the overloader one, which actually wasn't working at the beginning of 19 for a long time. They hadn't implemented that one, which is the one where the harvester will go off and empty into either a overloader parked on the side of the field or a truck parked on the side of the field, which is what you're sort of talking about, eh?
Yeah, so it was the idea that well, again, back from 17 when I tinkered with Courseplay trying to work out what the heck I was doing, yeah, you had to tell the harvester to unload itself. You couldn't tell the truck to come onto the field to unload the harvester as the harvester worked.
And 17 with Courseplay.
That might have been me misunderstanding the settings, or following the tutorials, but that was the only way I could get it to work, and I'm like, this just seems too complex, who cares about this, I'll just do it manually. No,
yeah, that was you, definitely. It was always working. It worked actually better than 19's version.
Yeah, the AI vehicle extension, just tell the harvester to do its own thing and, you know, smooth turning and do laps around the field as I would normally. And then just manually operated the truck because the harvester was quite happy to chug along at its own pace. Yeah,
well, that's, I mean, with 15 I used Courseplay. I don't think AI was around, or I didn't know it was there. 17 came along. What was one of the pain in the backside things with Courseplay was at that stage you didn't have the corner options like you do now with the smooth turn and round, whatever it is, round turn or whatever. So it always missed crop on the field at the corners. It was, yeah, quite a pain, to say the least, or at least I'll say. And so when 17 came along and I found the other one, the AI vehicle extension, I used that for my harvesting because that worked a lot better. And then Courseplay obviously came out with these options, which I found them not to work that good either at the beginning, but that was early, because we're almost up 3 years now, aren't we? Actually, 3 years next month since this has been out.
I was going to say, I was going to say, hang on a minute, has FS19 been out for 3 years? Oh, hang on a minute, we're in 2021, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, because it came out in
Sheesh.
2018, October. Same month as it always did.